The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. This is the recently book that I listened in the audiobook version. I'm, I'm here to share my thoughts, my ideas that I had about this book. This is the matter of video today. Startups is a field that I'm interested. I'm learning. I'm thinking start my own startup, start a company, find a job. I don't know exactly what to do, but start a startup is good to have a company and make money. Elon Musk had startups, then now I thought that would be a good idea to listen a book about startups. This book also have knowledge about entrepreneurship and marketing. Entrepreneurship in general, not marketing, but how to have a company, to start a startup, to have an MVP, these kind of things. The idea that I most learned from this book is the MVP, the minimum viable product, that is a product that you need to have to test your ideas to the world. Like I want to start a crypto company, my own wallet, then I will create the MVP, the minimal viable product, to create a simple wallet, the most simplest possible to share with the market, with the customers, and have the feedback if they liked it, if they hated it, if they disliked it. If they don't like it, to know what I need to improve, what I need to change, and have fast feedback from the market. Then instead of create a entire wallet, entire software, really good wallet, it's better creating the simplest wallet possible that I can share with the customers and receive the feedback, improve, share again, improve, and make my product based on the feedback of the customers. This happens because the customer is always right. The customers buy your things, then you need to satisfy the customers. The author, he started a company that wasn't following the desire of the customers, and he had the problems. He almost failed his company. Because of it, he made his talk about MVP, and always have feedback out of the customers. Other idea that I have that I had listening this book is that startups need to be fast. You need to make mistakes fast, learn from these mistakes, and improve in seconds. This is the idea of MVP. Share with the market gives the feedback, you improve, you make your company, your product better, share again, receive the feedback, improve, and make it again and again and again. You need to be lean. You need to have only the necessary. The MVP don't need to be perfect, to be complex. You only need to test your product. You need to be the necessary to test and receive the feedback. If the MVP would be 100% better, but you need to spend 1 week more to make the MVP, but this wouldn't make it the MVP better to get feedbacks from the customers. This is a bad choice. You need to have the fastest MVP possible, only to share with the customers and receive feedback. This is the purpose of MVP. This is why the MVP exists. Just have ideas about purpose, about the decision making. Also, I listened to this book and again I have more certainty that I learn more when I read the book instead of listening. When I listen the book, I learn less than when I read the book. I don't know if it's because the velocity of the listening is more than the reading, but I understood it. Then about this book, I only had this idea that MVP is important and you need an MVP. I don't know if I'm right listening books, if I have a problem with get the knowledge, because I listened to the entire book and I only get one idea, that is have an MVP. I don't learn anything more than okay, you need to have an MVP. Maybe I should see techniques to have more knowledge, or I don't know if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if I should know better about how to get more knowledge from books, but I like to listen books, listen podcasts, and if I don't get the entire knowledge, it's a bad thing, because I need the knowledge to start a company or find a job. Then I need to improve about this field. Or maybe instead of know the entire book, only get the principal idea, the main idea, and apply it is better than listen the entire book and apply nothing. I don't know, but I must know. Bom, okay. The Lean Startup, I think it's a good book. Okay, I don't know if it's a good book. I don't get an idea of the book. I get one idea. But instead of listen the entire book, I could search about what is MVP. But to know about what is MVP, I should read the book, listen the book. I don't know. This was what I learned from Lean Startup, my experience listening the Lean Startup. Now I only remember it, but if I remember more things, I will make other videos about the ideas that I had listening the book, and I think I don't learn it when I finish the book. I start to get the ideas in my mind and have thoughts and think on these thoughts, these ideas, and happens like, okay, I listen the Elon Musk biography, and I don't get the knowledge about the entire history of Elon Musk, but I get the PayPal, the Tesla, SpaceX, and now I make videos about PayPal Mafia, environment, A players only stay with A players, only work with A players, and I start to think about these ideas and make other videos. Like the Steve Jobs, I don't know about the childhood of Steve Jobs, I don't remember exactly, but I remember players only stay with only work with A players. Apple, Steve Wozniak, the relentless, the obsession with the perfection, the desire, the love of the game. I think this is my style of learning and listening. Hope you liked it. Thank you for your attention. Bye.